Tonight, we are having a very special edition because we have our seasoned veteran in the area of time management with us, and that is Dr. Venga joining us right here. He's an accomplished businessman, consultant, author, and welcome back, Doctor.
Alex, thank you very much for having me here tonight.
Thank you, Doctor, for joining us. And tonight's topic, I believe, is we're discussing the management of your time when it comes to improving the sales.
Yeah, that's right.
Terrific. Okay, Doctor. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, salespeople are usually one of the busiest people. That's right. Or they show that they are the busiest people in the company. For some, being a busy person that they are, the sales results are just on an average. Why do you think this is an issue, Doctor? I mean, let's just jump straight into a question here. You know.
Okay. Well, first of all, Alex, there is no such thing as a busy salesperson. I mean, a good salesperson is a very organized person, and he usually will do things according to his pace, how he can do it. The
Right.
busy salesperson is probably someone filling an order, like a order filling clerk. So there's no such thing as a busy salesperson. He's pretending to be busy because he doesn't know what he's doing. So normally a good professional salesperson is a very, very highly organized person.
Right.
But you don't find that very many of them. Okay, that's why you find. But you see a lot of people being busy, running around, trying to sell. That's two different aspects. So if I get into why average people first, why certain people don't do well in sales, basically because of the fact that either they are not seeing enough calls, or they don't know what they are selling, the product. See,
Right.
people want to sell a product. It's very easy to sell to a friend because friends will oblige you, just buy something from you. But if you really want to sell, then you need to understand what the product can do to the customer. What are the benefit that I can get? Application of a product. People don't know that.
So you have to put yourself in their shoes as well to actually understand
That.
how they're going to benefit
Exactly.
from whatever you're selling here. The
Exactly.
value of the product has to
Exactly.
be worthwhile
Exactly.
for them money.
Exactly. Unfortunately, most salespeople, not only in Malaysia but throughout the world, they sell on price.
You sell on price.
If it's a few cents cheaper or a dollar cheaper, I'll buy from you, sort of thing.
So not so much on the quality.
Not so much on why do I need this
Why
product.
do I? Oh, right.
Yeah, You take a simple example. Okay, there's so many products on telecommunication,
Right.
iPhone, iPad, and Samsung this and that. Yeah, a whole lot of things, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but
All these gadgets
do you need all of it?
and gizmos and
Yeah,
everything.
exactly. Do you need all of it? No.
Do you want it or do you need it?
Okay. You want it or you need it. Okay.
Yeah.
Very few of us can understand. Okay. People who don't sell very well, the
Right.
reason is because they're not seeing enough calls. What
Right.
do I mean by enough calls? Okay.
Prospects.
Not only prospects. A call is a face-to-face call, not a telephone call.
I see.
See, so in my 73 years of life, having started selling at the age of 4 till now, in a lot of way, I've done a lot of studies in this. Okay, an average salesperson must see a minimum of 6 calls a day,
6 calls a day, regardless of whatever they're selling.
regardless of what they're selling, from a mainframe computer to a simple thing. Okay, they need to make 6 calls a day and 30 calls a week.
30 calls a week. So
Okay?
when you say calls, that's over the phone or
No. Face-to-face.
face-to-face calls, huh?
Okay. And 120 face-to-face call a month.
And this is the formula.
Yeah, exactly. And in a year, they must see face-to-face
Right.
at least 1,200 calls a year.
So they're taking 2 months off then, technically.
Exactly.
Right.
Technically, you can take 2 months off. But that is how it should be. Now, most people don't even reach a quarter of that. And the problem is you become average because you don't see people. First, you're very good at seeing friends. Whenever you start to sell something, you go and see a friend and quickly sell him something. A friend obliges you, buy it. But to sell to someone whom you don't know very well, that takes a lot of effort. And that effort is not there.
So that's the cold market versus the warm market, right? Warm is like people you know,
Yeah.
and cold is like totally I don't know you, but let's try to sell your product anyways.
Okay, you can take it that way too. But warm to me also is like that. you have friends and acquaintances.
That's right.
Acquaintances are also warm, friends also warm.
Okay.
You meet someone, within a couple of minutes, you become acquainted to him already.
And you're trying to sell him a product.
You could, if there is a need for that product, why not?
Okay.
But here you go into an office, or you sell equipment or something like that. Then you go into an office, you meet a professional manager who's probably a purchaser nowadays.
Right.
Now that purchaser is not going to get friendly with you.
Okay.
Okay, if he's purchasing a particular product for a particular thing that he needs in a company, so it requires your knowledge. How well do you know your product? How well you know
Exactly,
your
because
customers?
there are times where you're trying to sell a product, someone actually outsmarts you in your own product, and you get, I guess, embarrassed, or you end up not even being able to sell your product, and that demotivates you in some way or another.
See, in selling,
Right.
rejection is a concern.
Thick
okay?
skin is a
No. Don't use the word thick skin. No.
persistency.
Okay, but you see, the problem is
Right.
people can't accept rejection. The moment you say
They take
no
it
to me-
personally.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
does,
problem,
it does.
right?
But the reason why I'm saying no to you is because you actually have not shown me the usefulness of the product that you're going to sell me, or the service that you're
Why
going to sell.
why you need it?
First of all, you haven't found out whether I need it or not. You just want to sell me something.
Right. Let's base the scenario on.
Okay. And because you just want to sell me something,
Yeah.
and I am there, you say, okay, fine. Okay. Then I find difficulty to find out whether or not you need the product. And that's why, let's say, majority of the salespeople fail because of that. The primary reason why they fail is because they don't know what they're selling.
They don't know what they're selling.
And even if they know what they're selling, they don't know the application of the product. How can this product benefit the customer? Application, what the product can do for the customer. If you don't know that, there's no way selling. Largely, you'll find that nowadays people go to exhibition and don't rely on salespeople, because salespeople do not take the trouble to understand product, what it can do, how it will benefit the customer. In fact, the salesperson knows his product, of what the product can do, but he doesn't know what the customer wants and needs.
They have to customize it to the personal
At least try
customer.
to find out
Exactly.
what the customer. And that's why average salespeople, there are a lot of average salespeople, very few good people, good salesmen. And if you meet a good salesman, you sometimes know that this is a blessing in disguise, because A, you don't waste time making the wrong mistake. See, a lot of people invest money on things which they don't use properly or don't know how to use it. And that's because of the fact that they have bought the equipment or the service just because somebody has been a good talker. He can talk his way through, but they have bought the wrong product and never use it. You yourself will know, you and I may have bought a lot of products in our life
Right.
which we never use.
Exactly.
Like you go to a shopping mall, and then you end up walking around, and suddenly you find something, and a smart, sleek salesman walks out, and in a few minutes you're walking out of the place with something which actually you regret having bought.
Right. Buyer's remorse.
Yeah, exactly. So you see, in most cases, the people who are not selling very well, A, because of the fact that they don't know their product, B, they do not have the number of calls to make, they don't have enough calls to make, they just while away time, wasteful. And that's why they don't do well.
I think often at times as well, all these salespeople, they're taught how to sell their product, but and that's what they do. They go in there, maybe they just jump right into trying to sell the product without even breaking the ice, or without even finding out the person whether he really needs it or not. I think this is also a major factor as to.
Yes, it is. It is. See, the thing is a lot of companies employ salespeople or put them on some kind of a deal where you do so much, you get so much. You do that, okay?
Commissions and stuff
Whatever
like that,
is,
right?
okay?
Yeah.
The problem is that this salesperson is then given a product to go out and sell, and they can the sales. They want to teach them what to say, how to say it, when to say it, and they hope to sell it. In that way, the failure rate is very, very high. I know this for a fact. Like in the insurance industry, 90% of the people who are recruited to sell insurance fail miserably because of the fact that they become average salesperson.
Right.
And that is not so good. I mean, okay, they should be well trained, but more importantly is that if you want to become a salesperson, you better understand the psychology of human. What is our psychology? Why do I react the way I react? Why do you react the way you react? And those kinds of things must be taught. It can be learned, not they cannot be learned.